Here, we're doing it. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for braving the weather. We're in that Texas sweet spot where we just survived the deadly freezes and just in time for the deadly tornadoes. So it's like, what natural disaster do I dress for? I don't love it though. Perfect weather for just hanging out, drinking beers on the patio. Who's drinking tonight? Glad to hear it. Not drinking myself. I had to take a little break from drinking. I just brushed my teeth, so doesn't taste. Just tastes weird. I'll do it later. But I love hanging out, drinking beers on the patio. Who doesn't? This is Austin. This is an entire city built around hanging out, drinking beers on the patio. That's like our #1 industry. People move here from all across the country just to hang out, drink beers on the patio. It's like the #1 reason people move here. I guess it's not the top 3 reasons people move to Austin. #1, not smart enough to work tech in San Francisco. Looking at you, Patagonia guy, not laughing. Sorry. #2, not handsome enough to act in Los Angeles. And #3, not funny enough to do stand-up in New York City. And I don't know, those are the 3 reasons I moved here. I don't know how you guys got here, but definitely one of the main reasons is just hanging out, drinking beers on the patio. You ever meet one of these guys who moved here just to hang out, drink beers on the patio? I love meeting a guy like that. They're the best. It's like meeting a golden retriever that just chased like a tennis ball into a lake full of IPAs. They smell disgusting, but they're so fun. Like, oh, me? What, I moved to Austin? I moved here because where I'm from in Idaho, if we're gonna hang out and drink beers, we gotta go inside to do it. So when I found out there's a place to be outside while you hang out and drink beers on the patio, I knew it was time to leave my wife and kids and follow my dreams. Okay. Welcome to town. What'd you say your name was again? Elon Musk. Makes you think. Austin loves hanging out, drinking beers on the patio. If you don't believe me, go to the library. The library downtown, you can hang out, drink beers on the patio. Chess guys, I feel like that's your move. Anyways, what's up with you guys? Is everyone here from Texas? All Texans? Yes. Well, I love it. I'm not a Texan myself. Don't freak out, I'm not from California. It's worse, I'm from Dallas. So I am from Texas, but I'm not a Texan per se. I feel like there's a very important difference. I've lived in Texas my whole life, but I never just became a Texan. I don't know why. Texan stuff doesn't fit with me. Barbecue gives me a tummy ache. I once fell asleep in box seats at a Cowboys game. And if you ask me where the stars at night are big and bright, I'll say where. And then I'll fuck up the clap every single time. I can't do it. I love Texas. I love Texan things. My favorite thing about Texas gotta be Texas women. How about a big hand for Texas women? There's nothing I love more than Texas women ages 65 and up. Hell yeah. Not like that, but you seem very enthusiastic about it, and I look forward to hearing more. That's why you had that mustache. Hello. Want to compare AARP codes? Excellent move. I love elderly Texas women. Not like that. Maybe like that. No, not like that. Unless. No, not yet. I love elderly Texas women because they're so sweet. They're so sweet that you almost wouldn't notice how fucking mean they are. Elderly Texas women will tell you things about yourself that your closest friends and family members have been avoiding talking to you about for 15 years, and they'll do it within 15 seconds of meeting you. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 8 years, which is too long to be this not good at it. And I know that because an elderly Texas woman told me after one of the best sets of my life. She came up to me, she was like, I wanted to like what you were saying, but I couldn't because your eyebrows don't move enough for you to seem sympathetic. I was like, what? My eyebrows move, look. She's like, yeah, just up and down, not much for emoting. I was like, I'm so mad, and I'm gonna show you. So yeah. People say all sorts of crazy stuff to you after a show. One time after a show, a lady came up to me and she was like, "So what? You just do like this whole little stand-up thing for like validation?" I was like, "Well, I started for validation, and then stuff like this kept happening to me, and now I have to get my validation literally anywhere else." Where I get it from right now is the HEB self-checkout line. If you're feeling low, just grab 40 or 50 items. I know they say 10 to 15. Tell them I sent you. It's going to be fine. Just grab 90 plus items and head to the self-checkout at your nearest HEB. And what I do is I just start slow at first. I'm just like, boop, 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 boop. Just a regular guy getting groceries. But then I kick it up a notch. I'm like, boop, 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 till finally a manager comes up to me and is like, "Whoa, kid, you're pretty good. You ever think about it?" I'm like, "Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I love it too much. I could, but no, I couldn't. I just need it as my outlet. It's a hobby. If I'm feeling really cocky, I'll just start shouting PLUs at people. Just like, "Bananas, PLU 4011. Look it up, then no, don't put it in the bagging area. Look it up, then put it in the bagging area." If a guy's got like that blinking light over, you know how you have a panic attack when the machine stops working, you get the blinking light? I go up to him and he's like, "I was trying to buy spaghetti because I love eating spaghetti, but the machine's not letting me buy any more spaghetti." And I'll just be like, And for this part of the joke, I have like long ass acrylic nails on. You're good. So that's very validating. Validating two parts, because that's the one time I feel like a Texan. If I'm just killing it at the self-checkout at HEB, it's a very Texan day. I love HEB. That's another Texan thing I love. HEB, the best. Not much of a Texan. I think it's because my family's not Texan, so I never had an opportunity to be immersed in the culture. I love my family, and I wish I could be closer to them, but it's hard. It's hard getting close to your family. You close to your family? Oh.
Italian.
Italian! He's like, "Yes, unfortunately, very close." My mom's waiting in the parking lot to feed me spaghetti. I'm sorry, is that racist? No. We can't be racist to Italians. They deserve it. Do your parents native English speakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's hard for me to get close to my family. My dad especially, because he's not a native English speaker. And the story there is that he grew up in a small, remote farming community called Pennsylvania. And then at some point he decided that he wanted to be an accountant, and now he only speaks business casual, and it's very challenging. I have to translate everything he says. In college, I went through a bad breakup, and he tried to talk to me about it. He was like, "So, Andrew, I trust that you're reacclimating properly now that we're in the post-Jessica phase?" I was like, "Oh, yes, sir, Dad. I'm proud to report that we're seeing huge spikes in grooming and hygiene, and crying in the Whataburger drive-thru is down 27%. So we're all geared up for Q2. He's like, "Very good, very good. You still want me to get HR on this?" I'm like, "No, Mom already knows, but thank you. I love you, Dad." And he's like, "Let's circle back on that." All things considered, I think my dad and I get along pretty well. It's nice that we don't fight about politics like that. I know a lot of people, politics and their dads, it's very challenging. My dad and I don't see eye to eye on everything, but we can find the win-win situations when we need to. Like over Thanksgiving, we were watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I love the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah, it's the best parade. Name one better parade. That's what? I didn't know there was another parade. Sorry, yeah, I guess Rose Bowl's a pretty good parade. I hadn't thought of that. But I like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because all the American heroes are there, right? You got like veterans and first responders and Pikachu and the lead singer of Coldplay. I'm from a household of patriots. There's not a dry eye in the building when Sonic the Hedgehog floats in over Times Square. So this year, we're watching it, and it's all the usual American heroes. And then up next, it's the New York City Police Department Marching Band. Do you guys know that the New York City Police Department had a marching band? It's true, they do. You can look it up. Their motto is serve, protect, and entertain. I said choose one. Choose one thing, and all of your money goes to that. And it's a crazy win-win situation because half of the country thinks that the police have too much money. Half the country thinks the police don't have enough money. I got an idea. Let's get rid of the marching band. That seems like a very valid win-win starting point. The proposed budget for 2022 for the New York City Police Department is $5.42 billion. And 1.1 million of that is just trombone lessons, I swear to God. So maybe we can't abolish the police, but I think we could at least defund the brass section. That'd be a good place to start. And I'm Andrew Wagner. Thanks so much, you guys.